Welcome everybody, this is SolarMetal-Gaming, and this is a beginner's guide on how I get my nanites at the beginning of the game to get those sweet upgrades for the exosuit and the multi-tools, and also how I get my nanites to upgrade my sentinel ships to S-class. Let's get into it because there's a lot. When you're at the beginning of the game, you're going to come across a lot of these damaged machineries. They do give you nanites. There's junk in here that you can refine down into runaway mold and refine that into nanites. You don't get a whole lot. But this one right here, it just gave me 32 nanites, and that's a good start at the beginning of the game. If you just take a minute and walk around and collect as many of those as you can, you could probably end up getting yourself your first good upgrade for your exosuit. If you fly around and you find buildings, you definitely want to stop by and get them. This is a perfect example because there's 2 damaged machineries here, and those buildings inside also give you nanites. So let's see what we get from here. So let's see, this one, take out this, that's also going to be extra nanites if you want, and this one gives me 28 nanites, that's not too bad. There's also another damaged machinery over here. This is kind of lucky, this doesn't usually happen too often, but I just want to see how many nanites I get all together. So I got 20 something from there, and let's see, what do I get from this one? I get 30 from that one. And then you also go inside these buildings right here. One of these is going to have something on the wall that'll give you nanites. I think it's this one. No, that's restore shield. Okay, here we go. Extract nanites right here. So all these buildings have one in there, and that one gave me 45. So I got almost 30 from each one of those, plus another 45. That's good nanites for the very start of the game. After that, once you start moving along in your game, you want to go for distress beacons. You can find some ships, and once you get those ships, if you don't want the ship, you just sell it to the space station, and you can sell the upgrades that they give you to the space station for nanites. Keep in mind that every time you do try to get one of these salvaged ships, it does also have a damaged machinery next to it, which will also give you more nanites. If you don't know where to get your distress beacons, here it is. You're going to need navigational data. You talk to the cartographer right here and get through the dialogue. Go to exchange specific charts, and you're looking for this one right here, the planetary chart, the one that has the little bullseye symbol. That's the one you're looking for. Once you sell that ship that you wanted to salvage, you'll get parts for it, which you can sell for units. And also you need to go up here. If you don't need the upgrades that it gave you, you just sell to one of these guys. Let me take you into it real quick. So go to purchase, go to sell, and you can sell all these right here. They're like 59, 57, 59, 61, and the class B's go for even more, the class A's go for even more, and if you got the S class ones, then you're in real money. Another good way to get nanites, if you're farming for echolocators and you have a sentinel ship, you can actually just hover and you can shoot these little walkers down. Shoot them like that. Boom. And you get like inverted mirrors while you're looking for your echolocators, and those inverted mirrors actually turn into nanites when you refine them down. You just run away for a little bit and you can go right back. Okay, so let's say you've got yourself 10 inverted mirrors and you just want to refine them down into nanites. You just go into your refiner right here. You can use a portable one, or you can use the one that's on your back if you've gotten that far, and I'll show you what these are going for. I got 8 out of 10 right here, and that's 760 nanites. That's not too bad, and it only takes you, I don't know, probably like 10 minutes to find a bunch of these guys. So that's not terrible. And if also another way you can get nanites is just getting these radiant shards. Get a bunch of these. Sometimes you'll come across planets that have like nice groups of them. And then let's take that too. Okay, so you go into your refiner, and let's take that out. Let's put in our crystals. Here we go. Here's 10, and that gives you 500. So really not too hard to do. It's pretty quick. You can also mine Atlantium. Atlantium does turn into Pugnium, and Pugnium does turn into nanites if you find that down. You gotta mine a lot of it, and it's not super beneficial because it does not give you a lot. So you can spend here probably 10-20 minutes and you probably wouldn't get a whole lot. But if you are in a bind and you do need to upgrade real quick and there's nothing else, this will help you. Just make sure that you know what you're doing, because this will not give you a whole lot. If you hunt for sentinel ships, there's these right here. They're supposed to be wheelbarrows. These are a little glitched out on mine, but you collect all this harmonic scrap, because you can find some really good things in here. Like you can find exosuit expansions, you can find storage augments, and you could also find, I want to show you, multi-tool upgrades, but you can get yourself tainted metal, and tainted metal is pretty good. Let's pop that in there and see what we're going to get for that. So we got a bunch of tainted metal. I didn't just get this just now, I've actually had this saved up. But let's see what we get for here, if it ever, here it is right here. So pop that in. This is 120 or 224, and it's going to give me 448 nanites for 100 for a minute and 20 seconds. So that's not too bad. Another way you can make nanites is upon the spatial anomaly, and what you want to do is talk to this guy Hellas right here. Just talk to him, and you give him all the data from all the stuff you have scanned on all the planets, and you give that to him, and he should give you a pretty good hefty amount of nanites. He gave me 5,100 nanites for all the stuff that I've scanned recently. That's pretty good. Now, before I show you guys my nanite farm and how I get all my nanites to upgrade my ships to S tier class, I would like to give a good shout out to my sponsor, the one that has always been there for me, the one and only myself. Okay, so this is what I got going on for my setup. Found a good patch of runaway mold, and pretty much just zap it all until it all rolls down here. Sometimes it gets stuck in the hole that I made for no reason on accident. Just mine it all, man. I have, let's see, I have my optical drill set in a supercharged slot, so I make a lot of extra resources. Like if I wanted to get a lot of carbon, if I wanted to get, you know, oxygen, all that stuff. So let me go to my multi-tool. I'll show you guys exactly where it's at. So I got advanced mining laser. Where's my optical drill? Right here. It is in a supercharged slot, and it does give me a lot more. It gives me 88% extra resources, and that works really good for my runaway mold. And then I have my teleport right here. I teleport to my other site, because I do have another one. And let me show you guys. Go to nanos right here, warp there. Alright, so I end up at my other site, and I just zap them all the same way. Just keep doing that. And they all roll down here, because I built a nice little wall to keep them from running too far, and they're all trapped. And I just get tons and tons of runaway mold. Super easy. And then I'll show you what it's like at my base real quick. Okay, now that we are back at the base, I want to show you this. I have my 3 medium refineries, and I also have a large refinery. This is what I got going on. And each one of these usually produces around just under 2,000, so 1,999, which is stupid. I don't know why it's not 2,000. But yeah, there you go. So you got 4 of these going, and if I'm just AFKing, that's 8,000 nanites right there. It does take about 20 minutes for each one of these from start to finish to get the 2,000 nanites. But it's not too bad. And also I have my storage right out here. So I just put all my extra runaway mold in here, so that when I'm back in here and I want to reload it up, I don't even have to do much. I just click on it, and it gives me all my options for all my runaway mold that I have in my storage. I can just AFK that way. And that's how I have my setup, and that's how I get my S-Class upgrades super fast. So with that being said, guys, that's all I have for you guys on nanites. That's how I get my nanites for all my upgrades and my ships and everything I do. If you do enjoy this video, please hit that thumbs up and consider subscribing. It does help me out a great deal. I want to thank you guys all so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.